So they will start working from there only. Okay. Now, how the development goes in, first of all, what is agile methodology? In the sense, it is a combination of iterative and incremental model which focuses on process adaptability and customer satisfaction by developing the product very rapidly. So agile methodology focuses on uh, process adaptability and customer satisfaction. Okay, so in agile methodology, how the development goes is the entire project is divided into small parts which are known as modules. Okay, and even in that modules also, that module is also divided into small units. Okay, uh, that small units are nothing but there is a specific name, I forgot that, just a second. Iteration, sorry. Okay, so that small parts are nothing but iterations. Okay, and the time span of each iteration is 1 to 3 weeks. So within 1 to 3 weeks you need to complete that iteration, and in each iteration the cross functionality team will be working. Cross functionality team will, in the sense, the BA will be doing enterprise analysis, the developer will be doing the development work, the tester will be doing the testing work, and review will be done. In this way, all the people will be working simultaneously. It is nothing but cross functionality. Okay, so at the completion of each iteration, a workable product will be produced. Okay, in this way the agile methodology will be developed. For example, now if we are dividing the entire project, that is for example, as we have taken yesterday the ATM application project, so we are dividing the entire project into 5 modules, right? I will show you. Okay, now we are dividing this entire project into 5 modules. Okay, now if I want to do this project in agile methodology, what happens is, again this module contains iterations. That means in login you need to create a username, you need to create a password, and you need to create a login button. So creation of username will become one iteration, creation of password will become another iteration, and creation of login button will be another iteration. That means among the module we are going to divide the work into iterations. Okay, now if you want to keep forgot password, that will become one iteration. Now you need to complete each iteration between 1 to 3 weeks. That means if you want to create a login, okay, that is username, so you need to first the team is going to decide the time frame of the iteration. Okay, once if you are deciding the iteration, it will be constant, it won't be changing. So this time will be decided on the basis of all the requirements. It is not like you are not going to take only one requirement as consideration. Okay, some requirements may take less time and some requirements take more time. So based on this, the time iteration will be decided. Suppose and this iteration should be between 1 week to 3 weeks. Suppose if you are deciding the iteration time as 2 weeks. Okay, now each iteration will be 2 weeks only. For example, in login, for creating username, if you are completed within 1 week, so another week of time you are not going to do anything. So you are going to start another iteration only after completion of 2 weeks. So that is nothing but iteration. Okay, so each iteration will be having a time frame, and you need to complete that work in that iteration. Okay, and in each iteration, as I said, cross-functional team will be working. That is, the developer will be developing, tester will be testing, and BA will be doing his BA job. Okay, so at the end of each iteration, means once if you complete each iteration, it should be workable. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is nothing but whatever the work we have in module, we are going to divide that work into iterations. Okay, and we are going to specify the time period for each iteration. So in case if you are completing that iteration before that time, you are going to sit idle. As I said, if you complete the creation of username, suppose 2 weeks of time is your iteration. If you are completing the creation of username in 1 week, for another work, another week you are going to sit idle. So after completion of that iteration time only, we are going to start another iteration. Okay. So this is how the development happens in Agile methodology. And there are some principles in Agile methodology. So what are those principles in the sense? First one is Agile methodology is used for faster development and faster production. As I said, if the client want to get his project developed very fastly, and if you want to release that product into the production very fastly, then you will opt for Agile methodology. And second one is Agile methodology is performed only at client's place. That means if we want to develop the project under Agile methodology, then you need to go to the client's place and you need to work. And third one is there won't be any documentation in Agile methodology, or there will be limited documentation. So when compared to other models and other methods in Agile methodology, the team will be giving less importance for the documentation. So you should not get surprised even if there is no documentation or limited documentation. Okay. And the client and the business people, the IT team and the business people are going to sit together and work throughout the project. As I said, as the IT team is going to sit with the client, so the client and the IT team will be working on the entire project together throughout the project. And requirements are gathered in face-to-face conversion. So as client and the IT people will be at the same place, so every day you will be having meetings. So that means if tomorrow if you are going to office, first you are going to have a meeting, then the client will be giving you the requirements. So spontaneously you are going to develop those requirements. So in this way you are going to gather the requirements in a face-to-face conversation. Okay. Then next principle is Agile methodology gives project manager a lot of scope to make repeated changes. That means he can do experiments by changing the requirements by informing the client. So this method gives more opportunity to do more experiments, more research and development for the betterment of the project. But before doing this, we need to inform to the client. Okay. So these are some of the principles related to Agile methodology. So this is how the work goes in Agile methodology. So first here we are going to development. We are going to develop the functionality from here. So different functionalities are there. Suppose if your project contains of 100 functionalities, then you are going to start one by one. So 1, 2, 3 like that. And after that we are going to take feedback. That is iterations, continuous visibility. Here we are going to have developers, users and clients. So then you are going to put the project into operations. If it is successful, we are going to release to market. If it is not, then we are going to observe what is went wrong, and again we will start working on that. Okay, this is how the Agile methodology goes. And in this we have two types. One is Scrum and the other is XP. Okay. So we will see what is Scrum and what is XP. Before that, just go for recap. So I guess yesterday you have completed till here. You can see from here.
Yes, done.